Hey guys, Joe Tunney at Infiniti of Kirkland, taking a look at a really cool car that we don't see all that often. It's a 2009 Infiniti FX50. Now we see the 35s and the 37s, even the 45s, but we don't see 50s all that often, and when we do, they tend to be a pretty big hit. Now this one is diamond white pearl, or we call it ivory pearl, and if you've heard me comment about pearl white as a color before, you know I'm a big fan of it, but the main reason is that although it's synthetic pearls that they grind into the paint, it is pearl, and so pearl paints, as a rule, unlike their metallic counterparts, never oxidize. Metallic paints have metallic shavings. Metallic shavings oxidize, the paint fades as the years go by. Ground pearls never oxidize. This car could have 1,000,000 miles on it and look like heck, but it'll look like heck with fabulous paint. And so the pearl white color is probably my personal favorite as far as good looking, but above and beyond that, it's certainly the longest lasting. Now, the FX50 is going to come standard with bi-xenon headlamps. It's going to come with 21-inch wheels from the factory, and then, of course, that fantastic 390 horsepower V8 married to a 7-speed automatic transmission. So, for those of you who don't necessarily need to have the lead foot going all day long, you actually can achieve fairly competitive gas mileage with the 7-speed automatic transmission. But if you like to romp on it, which you're going to like to do, this is an intense expression of your personal, very daring style. The FX50 is one of the single fastest sport utilities sold in the world, even if it was brand new today. Other cars might have a lot of horsepower, they just don't drive the way the FX50 does. This underneath is the same car as our G-Series sedans and coupes, and so architecturally it can handle the power. And you see a car like the Porsche Cayenne, for example, which shares so much in common with the Volkswagen Touareg, which is quite far from anything sporty, whereas our G37 coupe is one of the most exciting sports cars in the world. And so the FX built on that same platform, it just drives different than other vehicles. If we take a look around, the exterior looks fantastic. The tires were at about 4/32 or thereabouts, and it was so close that I thought, you know what, let's just replace them. So it does have new tires all the way around. And then as we take a look at the wheels, they do have that propeller look is cool, but the problem with the propeller look is that the actual spokes, they stick out and they tend to get scratched up. This one is not scratched at all. Inside, they lavish it with lots of nice wood and leather, of course. Power tilt and telescopic steering, so the steering goes in and out as well as up and down. And then paddle shifters. All FX50s are sport packages, essentially, where they have the paddle shifter. There is an market sport, quote-unquote, package above and beyond this available on the FX50. This is not that package, but it does have the paddle shifters. Inside looks fantastic. Looks fantastic in the front, and it looks fantastic in the back. And then if we take a look at this rear driver's side wheel, again, no scratches of any kind. No scratches at all, actually, on the exterior. Parking sensors and rear view camera. If we take a look in the back seat here, quite spacious, actually, for what it is. It's a compact, high-performance sports car, really. But the crossover nature of it does give it a lot more accommodation in the back. This one has the extra, not only the cover here to make things look nice and unscathed and unscratched up at the floor area, but it also has a cargo box so that you can keep your gear inside, cameras and stuff that you don't want banging around. Little teeny tiny little scuff right there. A little bit of a cat scratch right there. And then the wheel, again, looks great. The rear passenger area looks fantastic. Again, nice wood, nice leather. Everything looks fantastic. Front wheel also, no scratches of any kind. Let's take a look inside. Dual exhaust pipes, which are all stainless. It sounds fantastic. It's got enormous power, 390 horsepower, come on. And a high performance chassis. Obviously this is going to drive not only very, very well, but intensely well. The handling, especially with the 21-inch wheels, is impeccable. This car turns, you'll feel like you're driving a Formula One car. It's not like a fast sport utility. It's just when you think sport utility and big horsepower, the two just don't go together. This isn't like that at all. This will do more than probably you'll ever feel comfortable testing the limits of. Before you'll ever chirp the tires on this car, your gut's going to be turning hard, because you can handle a lot of speed and very, very aggressive turns, unlike anything else that you've ever experienced, unless you've driven some real hardcore high-performance sports cars. Comfortable, lots of accessories, lots of opulence and extravagance, wonderful stereo system. It has every, air-conditioned seats, heated seats, Bluetooth, of course. It has every modern amenity, but it's the drive that sets the FX50 apart. Now, this is a one-owner car. It has wonderful service records, all done here at Infiniti of Kirkland since it was new. You've heard me talk about it a million times. We do not report to Carfax as a dealer. Most Infinitis do not report to Carfax, and so it's super, super, super easy to buy a wrecked car, a maligned car, a car that's been ridden hard, put away wet. It's easy to buy the wrong Infiniti if you don't do your homework. You can call any Infiniti dealer in the country and find out the service records on any Infiniti, no matter where it was and no matter who serviced it. It's that easy. Unfortunately, most Infiniti stores don't report to Carfax, and so this car says it has no service records, or one service record, or something like that. The truth is, it has an enormous catalog of service records, all done here in Infiniti of Kirkland. If you would like me to download them and send them to your office, I can fax them, I can scan to email, whatever you like, so that you can review them before you make any kind of decision if you want to move forward or not. I am more than happy to provide that. This car's never been smoked in. There's no odors or musk or anything like that of any kind. But if you want your own private, independent review of this vehicle, whether at another Infiniti store or somewhere that you feel comfortable, go for it. We're not going to slow you down. We're not going to stand in the way of you feeling great about the car that you want to buy. We're here to serve you. If you'd like us to bring the car anywhere, if you'd like us to make a different kind of video or take unique camera angles, or take a look underneath the car if you'd like to see it up on a lift, anything you want, the answer is yes. All you need to do is give me a call. My cell phone's in my pocket and it's ready to go 24 hours a day, literally. Give me a call. As soon as I'm not doing something, you're the first thing on my mind. It's 425-894-8230. Just drop me an email anytime at joet@infinitiofkirkland.com.